alle 7 Dragon Balls und eure Wünsche werden wahr. Kennt ihr das Geheimnis der Dragon Balls? In ihnen steckt die Zauberkraft.
Last time on Dr. Gero's Mean Bean Machine, there were no episodes. This is the pilot episode. Welcome to Dr. Gero's Mean Bean Machine. So hey everyone, this is Dr. Gero's Mean Bean Machine. We are a Dragon Ball viewing and discussing podcast in the year 2019. We're a little bit behind the times, but you know what? We've got friends, we've got drinks, and we just sat down and watched the first episode of Dragon Ball.
Woohoo!
Secrets of the Dragon Ball, episode 001.
So, I guess before we really get into the details, we should go over our general knowledge of Dragon Ball, and I guess ourselves as well. My name is Aaron, and I grew up with Dragon Ball very heavily. I watched through all of DB, all of Z, all of GT, and a fair amount of Super. I bought all the video games, even the poopy ones. And,
So all of them.
And if you want to 1v1 me with my 100% Frieza in Tenkaichi 2, you're going to get slapped down.
Boo.
That's
Get
a
outta
bold.
here.
That's a bold thing to say. on the internet. I don't know if you want to. You want to walk that one back. If someone's gonna slap your ass in that game.
I hope someone shows up at my door with their PlayStation 2 controller. Fucking fight me. My level 1 Broly is undefeated.
It's me, Bryce Jackson.
Oh, Bryce Jackson was really good, though. His pan game was really good. His Gero missile.
Same. What's up? I'm Dr. Gero's favorite son. You can call me Slide Whistle because that's my internet name, and I'm using it for too long to make anything else my name. I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. I have watched very little Dragon Ball, but I've read a lot about it. Dragon Ball Super is not a thing that exists in my universe or GT, so I'm a Z boy.
Most folks are.
And that's exactly what I am, but I didn't even watch it. Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I've watched my brother watch Dragon Ball Z. And watched him play whatever games on the PS2 there were for Dragon Ball. And I don't even know.
Mordecai and Tenkaichi,
Well,
baby!
I won't remember that.
I love that you just watched.
I watched him watch
so
it.
it's like it's like the worst second-hand
It is.
viewing.
It's like that one, who made the Tarzan soundtrack again?
Phil Collins.
It's like that one
Yes.
Phil Collins song. In the night, you watched a guy drown. But instead, you watched Chris drown in Dragon Ball.
Mhm. It's true. But I've watched some of the Broly movies based on a certain Dragon Ball fan that's in here right now a week ago.
I've seen none of the movies, I don't think.
Oh, get fucking ready, because I've seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, so will we by the end of this. After like 800 years later, when we finish it all up.
And hello, I am Alex, or Immunization, Immune, whatever you guys want to call me, whatever. And I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z, any of these other things you guys have mentioned, and I don't know anything you guys have just said this entire podcast so far, so this whole thing is new to me, so I am ready. Let's go.
Let me tell you, watching this episode of Dragon Ball was such a treat, because there were so many moments when he was so bewildered and so confused as to what was going on.
The theme song
Yes.
to start.
So my knowledge has just been very tangential, like just the fact of like people around me mentioning Dragon Ball. I think I know the main character's name is Goku, but that is literally about it.
That's so... Man, you're so pure right now. So I guess we can start with the opening shot, which I think Alex has some opinions on.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so when this thing
please tell.
panned in, I turned to Slide and I was like, okay, when is this shit from? Because this looks like it's straight out of a 1940s, like, don't set things on fire in the forest, like, put out your fire smoky ad. And like straight up, like it zooms in on a deer.
You know that I heard Toriyama was actually just trying to make do not do forest fire ads in the 80s, and they just really liked his little goofy characters, and they were like, well, I guess we'll keep going with that.
That shit did look pretty old though. Like the beginning, like I was thinking the same thing. I was like, holy shit, what's up? What's going on here?
So was it from the 80s then? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's from the 1980s. I want to say it's like early, like 84, 85.
Oh, you're very close. When he told me, when he said that, I looked it up. It's 1986 was when it premiered on the televisions in Japan. Also, did you guys watch subs or dubs? Very important.
Dub.
Yeah, we watched the dub version because that's what I grew up with, and I sort of strong-armed Kate into watching it with me.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same. We also dubbed, so that's good.
I don't know. This is going to be sanctimonious. I don't really like how the grandma sounds. I can't afford her to do every single character for the next, 10 years of my life. For those not in the know, which I don't know anyone, I guess just Alex, the Japanese voice actress for Goku has done Goku for the entirety of Dragon Ball, as well as all of his offshoots on, all of his offspring. And
I didn't know that.
Yep. All of them are done by one old Japanese woman.
Interesting.
And I don't really
How
like
old is
how she's 75. She's really
I'm
old.
just getting it.
Wait, so you're talking in the original Japanese version, or?
Yes, the original Japanese version. This Japanese woman who was in her 50s when it started. Or wait, no, that'd be 30 years ago. She'd be in her early 40s. Did the voice of this child, and they were like, well, I guess just keep going. And then when he had children, it's like, I guess just do them too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, children, come on. We need to keep this in a box.
He is a child, Aaron. Come on.
You saw his little dick and balls. You know he's gonna get
we'll
into
get to
some
that.
shenanigans.
Goku is so relatable as a child. He's walking around like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, dude, same.
Here comes the waterfall. he just pisses wherever he's standing.
So this episode opens with him deciding that he's hungry, and he's deciding to go get a meal, but then when he's looking for his meal, he's like, but first, time for a snack. I'm like, bitch, you're on the way to get a meal.
Same.
Also, that opens what was the first note of my thing here. Grandpa is Dragon Ball?
Oh, yeah, so when that scene first came on, I turned to Slide, and I was like, wait, did he just call that ball Grandpa?
Goku's fucking weird, man. He's a weird ass fucking little kid. I feel like he's both he's just incredibly uneducated. His homeschooling seemed to be really inefficient, Grandpa.
I will also say that it kind of shocked me to see that he has a tail, apparently.
Yeah, I actually never knew why that was a thing.
Aaron, this is gonna be hard.
It's gonna be a while.
So, yeah, I guess you can't talk about it. It's a spoiler, probably.
For us, at least.
Because it sucks because I can't even tell Alex outside of this because I want the moment when the reveals start happening to be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So so I have to sit here and just wither my own shit.
No, I think we just have to discuss what's in the specific episode that we're talking about.
Mhm.
Yep, that's it. That's all we got to do.
And you know what is in this episode is Goku's wastefulness.
Yo, that apple.
Yeah,
Like
The
two
two
bites out of the
bites.
apple.
I turned to Kate, and when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? He's so wasteful.
It's funny because we had the exact same exchange over here.
He's just chucking apples. Look at that apple. He took 3 bites out of that apple and threw it at a poor innocent saber-tooth tiger.
So then my boy Goku, I guess, just goes to fuck around for a little while. He's like, I'm gonna go fishing. gets the big
Yeah,
old
after
fish
that, like, Looney
and
Tunes type deal that happened.
yeah,
After that saber-tooth tiger ate shit.
Yeah, he bongo ran off of the cliff and just fell and splat, and he's like, "Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to happen." But more importantly, catches the big fish and shows what is one of the major talking points of this episode.
Oh, yep. Starting off strong.
Okay, so he decides. Okay, so first off, like he just like decides that it's time to just take a piss in the river, and I'm like, okay, well that's the type of show that we're watching right now, I guess. And then we get like full frontal of his little baby boy dick. I'm like, I don't want to see this, guys. What did I just sign up for?
The police are always going by your apartment when we're recording the other show. They're gonna see you looking at baby boy dick.
Excuse me, is that an 8-year-old's balls you're looking at right now? What's going on here?
So, is that how old Goku's supposed to be at this point? I don't know.
I'm actually not sure how old he is, but that's probably
I
a
would
good
assume
estimate.
like maybe 10.
Yeah, he's somewhere around that age range, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think they ever really specify. It's just like, he's young.
So this bitch gets his giant fish with his tail, his very seductive ass out pose.
Wiggling his tail.
And then, as he's coming home, we're introduced to the next biggest character, who I have jotted down in my notes, commits vehicular manslaughter. She just tanks this child and then leans out the window. Doesn't even get out of the car. Just leans out the window like, did I hit something?
Okay, so when Bulma is first introduced, I'm just like, oh hell yeah, this is gonna be my favorite character. Like, you know, she's just like this badass chick. She has like some cool style. Her name is on her shirt. I'm like, yeah, I'm about this.
But so she hits him, and like what? How much time passes? Did you say like 3 seconds, 8 seconds, where she fucking opens fire on him?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like this show, it's like straight up like baby boy junk. Fucking Bulma whips out a gun and shoots him. What are we watching, guys?
But my favorite quote has to be, "You shouldn't be alive, kid." She fully acknowledges he's a child that she just shot at.
This is not the first time Bulma has pulled a gun on a child after she hit them with his car.
Let's just say she already has 2 Dragon Balls, so she's probably seen some shit.
God damn, Bulma, what the fuck?
I'm all about her. She's my favorite.
So then she introduces the concept of Dragon Balls, and she tells Goku, like, well, you can look at our Dragon Balls, but we're not gonna fuck.
It's like no one asked or even said anything.
Yeah, and he was like, I literally don't know what that is. And then she has a moment of contemplation, like, he doesn't want to fuck me. How am I going to get this Dragon Ball?
Yeah, his first thought is he's like, wow, you have 2 grandpas.
Yeah, and then remember when he asked about what her name was, like it wasn't on her fucking shirt.
He
can't read. The bitch can't read.
Except the Bulma had to look down too.
Grandpa Gohan just let down Goku. So Bulma comes off as being a very smart, capable character, but then at the same time being a fucking moron. She's like, maybe I can get this kid to be my bodyguard for me, but then she also wants to use the Dragon Balls for a fucking boyfriend. Like, Bulma. Yeah, you can have anything you want.
Yeah, you can combine the power of these 7 Dragon Balls for any wish in the world, and she wants a boyfriend? The fuck?
I don't know. I wrote down here in my notes, Bulma's wish is very relatable.
It's such a waste.
When I was 15, I wished I could go around in my own car shooting at children and wishing for the perfect significant other.
It'd be like fucking Thanos, like getting all the Infinity Stones. He's like, now I will wish for like the best mate in the world. It's like, the fuck.
Time for some nachos.
Also, Goku calls Bulma's fanny dirty in a moment where I just wrote down Goku and then in all caps, slays Bulma.
Oh yeah, I wrote it down too. What do I care about your dirty old fanny?
Yeah, she was trying to strip cheese a child.
I was sitting here in my room alone, and I could still hear my boys in the background going like, "Oh!"
We need to discuss the commercial break loading screen. I feel like that's a very important point to talk about, because when it came on at the point when they go to commercial break, and you see, I'll let Alex describe what he saw.
Okay, so I just now realized that it was a commercial break screen because like we have a version where it's just edited out the commercials. So first I see this little pig guy throwing the Dragon Balls at Goku and he's like reflecting them back, and then just like half second of black screen, and then they come back and then it is reversed and they're just like throwing the Dragon Balls back at each other again, and I'm like, okay, what was that? That was something.
Was this in your guys' version that you guys watched?
Yeah, we watched the Dirty Kiss anime version. So both of our computers probably have malware now.
Oh boy, I have the quote unquote DVDs on my computer. Ooh. Wink, 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 wink. But yeah, so he's watching. He's like, "Who the fuck is this? What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. I guess you wouldn't know any of these. What's going on?"
Here's a little pig guy, and here he goes again.
So like he turned to me and he's like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. What?" So then I guess that Goku and Bulma decide that they are forming a temporary alliance of some sort to go and find the rest of the Dragon Balls, and that is the premise of the story.
But more importantly, around that point, we also get a side shot of 3 strange characters. Alex, Caitlin, being the newbies, what did you think of these 3?
I honestly can't even think of what they looked like.
So it was like the main leader was like this like small guy, and he didn't know what he was doing really.
The girl that looked like she was a freaking Nazi. I couldn't even think of.
Okay, I got those vibes too from her jacket. I'm like,
oh my god, what? Do you guys get Nazi vibes from her?
Straight up, I'm like, that's a Nazi vest. What the fuck is this shit?
And
Aaron, did you get a Nazi vibe?
No. He said, I quote, that she was a babe, but I was like, she looks like a Nazi.
And however, y'all are noticing little blue boy. Y'all are noticing tall, gorgeous Nazi.
Yes.
No one talking about tiny Shiba Inu ninja.
Yeah, that dude.
You know, I saw him, and I'm like, that looks like that one Pokemon. Lotso, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on record and say that I fucking love Shu. It's really dark in there, boss. That's literally his character, like, the entire time. That same goofy-ass voice.
So let's clarify this. Is the little dog thing named Shu?
Yes, they said his name was Shu, and then we heard that the little blue guy's name is Pilaf. They never said Nazi girl's name, correct?
I know.
Yeah, he said the name, but we shouldn't know.
Yeah, they didn't say it on the episode. And I'm not sure what her name is either.
So, what I took away from this is that it basically seemed like Nazi chick is the brains of the operation, and Blue Boy is the one who will get the credit for it, and then other guy is just kind of there for comedic relief, maybe.
Also, he is a ninja and a dog. That's all you really need to know. And he sounds like a 90s comedian. That's all you really need to know about Shu.
What's the deal with Emperor Pilaf?
Honestly, peanuts. No pea, no nuts.
But yeah, it seems like Pilaf doesn't know shit when he grabs the Dragon Ball. He's like, I'm gonna make a wish now, and it's like, sir, no, you need to have 7. What? I need to have 7? Like, bitch, come on. Shouldn't you know this?
Haven't you read Journey to the West, motherfucker? You know that's all this is. So at that point, we cut back to our heroes, and Bulma uses her special technology there to summon a bike, which I don't know, Slide, if you ever knew this. It's called a Dino Cab.
Okay, when
I
she said
love
that,
it.
when she said the name, I was very confused.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
Dino Cab.
I-
I was like, is that what they're
Did
really
they say
called?
Dino Cab or
I
Dino
thought it was
Cab?
called something different.
I-
Cab.
I assume cab. Let me live on the air here.
Yeah, I could have swore it was called something different before, but
Yeah,
I can't really relay what it was.
Either way, where is the is it DYNO, not DINO? Like dino, like dynamite, like that kind of dino?
That's what I thought of it as, but I guess I really don't know.
I thought,
anything.
yeah, like dino, because
I mean-
like there's for some reason dinosaurs around, but
Yeah, this is an established universe
Dinosaurs
where dinosaurs
exist,
and
yes.
technology coincide.
Speaking of dinosaurs, like a pterodactyl comes and swoops in on Bulma
yeah,
as
because
she's
Bulma
trying
needed
to
to go
pee.
piss.
So like, I understand that like this is dubbed, so like we're gonna have like American references. But is this Dinosaur Man a time traveler, or does DB the Dragon Ball exist in a universe that's just Earth? Because he says you're a regular Einstein. Does Einstein exist in this universe?
You know Einstein is a Z fighter. He was just always off screen.
But like, in addition to that, while he's like taking Bulma up into the sky, he's like, "Ooh, you're gonna be my Happy Meal." I'm like, is that a McDonald's reference? That's also really creepy.
Like, is this guy a time traveler dinosaur
Yeah, I
from the
remember I
future?
screamed at that part.
Well, because neither of us, when we were watching, and I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball, I forgot that they talk sometimes. So I'm like, oh, the pterodactyl got her. It's like, I'm gonna get your girl, little guy. And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, I that threw me off too. I was like, hold up.
But don't worry, Goku shot into the sky and brought his pole down so hard on my man's that it broke his dorsal fin.
I forgot that Goku could do that with his pole. I just forgot all about that. I was like, wait, he made it fucking 85 feet tall? What?
I really hope in episode 2 they talk about it, because he was just like, this is a thing my pole always did.
He fucking beams the fuck out of Dinosaur
He,
Man. Like,
he
Jesus
breaks his
Christ.
fucking head. Like, Dinosaur Man is dead.
Like, Christ.
Yeah, and then he takes the pole and is like, "Bulma, catch this, it'll help you," or something, and then throws it at her, and then it like basically pins her onto a cliffside.
Mhm.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. How was she pinned? Did it go through her shirt or her arms hanging on it? Like, how was she pinned to the cliff?
I don't know. I think it's like through her shirt or something. But
I would
then,
have to assume.
like the scene ends with like, I don't know if you guys caught this, but like it's just like some like sparkly, like I assume it's like supposed to be her pissing herself.
Yeah, she pees herself, and I was just really confused why she held her pee in that long, because the dinosaur literally took her. Like, I would have thought right there she would have pissed herself, but no.
Oh yeah, as soon as the dinosaur comes down and swoops me up, I'm like, I'm just pissing my pants right now.
It's like, shit, like, how do you even hold it in that one? Whatever.
How does she have 2 Dragon Balls and yet got kidnapped by a dinosaur while tinkling? Super easy.
Also, where is this trigger discipline that she's able to bust a cap in a child, but when it comes to a legitimate threat, it doesn't get out the holster?
Oh, I bet you she blew all her bullets shooting Goku in the fucking face.
Also, I'm sure this is the last time we will ever see this pterodactyl, but like, what does it want with anything?
It's just
Happy
pissed.
Meal.
It's just mad.
Literally.
He's just like, I heard you wanted to pee.
I heard you wanted to
my
pee."
fetish. Let me roll out my tongue like a cartoon. So then it ends with my main man setting the story, the Dragon Ball narrator. Who will be?
Oh, what a man.
What a man. Who will be the first one to get the Dragon Balls? These people who have 3, or these guys you just met for 2 minutes.
I mean, and Bulma straight up has a radar that tells her where they are.
Yeah. Was it the narrator that said totally radical at the beginning?
Oh my god, Caitlin, you wrote that down.
So did I.
What was that in reference to?
It was just Bulma, wasn't it?
I swear it was during the saber-tooth tiger thing. Or it could have been before. While he was just kind of singing to himself, trying to get food. I actually have no idea.
He was just like, I think it was when Bulma showed up. I feel like he's like totally radical, like introducing her or something. I read it. I was like, oh my god, yes.
That's when Kate and I like grabbed
I grabbed my notebook. I was like, I have to write this down.
This totally radical attitude.
That 80s vibe though.
So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this episode? I guess Alex, I want you to go first because I feel like you're the most interesting opinion to get.
Well, okay, several things. I didn't expect it to be like a mid 80s cartoon or anime, sorry. And then also it's like pretty explicit. We saw child genitalia and like very, very heavily leaned into sexual innuendos and straight up like a gun. Like that shit was edited out of Pokemon. That never made it into the US.
Ash just has 70 Tauros, and you're not allowed to know why.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just all around surprised, and I'm excited to see where the story goes. Like, I'm having fun so far, so let's keep it going.
Yeah, what if he was like, I'm not having fun at all, fuck this, I'm done.
Well, then this was the single episode of Dr. Gero's Mean Bean Machine. So, Kate,
Yeah.
How much of this did you know ahead of time? How much surprised you?
Well, what surprised me, I was definitely not. I did not think we were going to see Dick and Balls, but I remember the panties. Like for some reason, there's a lot of gifs of Bulma with her panties out, so I expected that, but I just kind of figured it was going to be just kind of silly. I had a lot of laughs. I laughed a lot. I enjoy it. I'm excited.
This is gonna be a wild ride.
Yep. I
didn't know Bulma was such a hoe, but it's good. I like it.
Hey, she's just a girl out there trying to get the Dragon Balls.
Yeah. So I like
how
her.
dare you judge her methods?
I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, you guys, Aaron, Slide, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this episode so many times that like I love it. It's not really anything really new. Other than the piss, I did not notice she was pissing this whole time from when she was javelin on the fucking cliff. But it's classic Dragon Ball. They're setting up a lot of stuff for the future, so it's gonna be fun.
I won't lie. After seeing this episode and after reflecting on a scene in a Dragon Ball Z movie that Caitlin and I had watched 2 weeks ago, Akira Toriyama really likes pee.
He does.
He really likes pee-pee, so I'm interested to see, as we rewatch the series here, how many golden showers the characters receive.
I'm excited for these fools to make it to episode 3 when we meet our boy, our turtle man. Oh boy, that's gonna be a long episode. I feel like unpacking all of that.
Well, with that wrap up, so ends the premiere episode of Dr. Gero's Mean Bean Machine. Stay tuned next time for the next episode. My name's Aaron. You can catch me on Twitter at TheBigAcheesy. Where can we find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter at Tensa2Cool. I'm changing that Twitter handle because I hate it. What about you?
You can find me in hell, but you can also find me on Splash of Magic.
Shit!
And you can find me on Twitter at New Era Alex.
Speaking of hell, don't worry, guys. We're going there this podcast.
Excuse me, I think you mean we're going to the home for infinite losers.
But like seriously, speaking of hell, you can also catch myself, Slide, and Aaron on our other podcast, Do Not Relent. It's the World of Warcraft podcast.
It's so, I guess maybe if you're listening to the Dragon Ball Z podcast, you might have a tangential love for the world.
they have the Goku hair in there. It's close enough.
It's true. But next episode is going to be The Emperor's Quest. Whatever that means. I know what it means.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.